Hi, in this video we will create an Angular project and also we will push the same project into Azure DevOps. So let me just create a first Angular project, and to do that I have to write ng new and I'll name it as Angular DevOps POC, and it will take a moment for the project to get created. Would you like to add Angular routing? No. CSS yes. Press enter and it has started the creation of the files. So while this is created, let's just create a project in the Azure DevOps at the same time. So I'm in Azure DevOps. I'll click on new project. I'll name this project as Angular Demo DevOps, and everything I'll keep it as default, and I'll click on create. And I'll go to repo and I'll copy this because this is required for me to push the Angular project into Azure DevOps. Now I'll go back to the place where the project is created. So the Angular project is created, and let me initialize a repo here. So first I'll initialize the repo, then I will add all these files, then I will commit, okay. Now I have copied the commands. I'll just paste it here and press enter. It will push everything to the Azure DevOps. Okay, so the everything is pushed. Let me go back and see. Let me just refresh this. Cool, the files are pushed into Azure DevOps, so we are good. Next we will create the continuous integration for the project. To do that, let me click on pipeline and then click on create pipeline, and this time we will be using the Azure repo git, so the YAML file, and I'll select that, and the repo is same. I'll select that, and here there are various options, the various templates you can select, and based upon your project you can have .NET Desktop, Android, ASP.NET Core, Kubernetes, containers. But since ours is an Angular application, I'll select Node.js with the Angular. So this is the YAML file, and by default some tasks are added. So the first one is to install the node, and the next is to install the npm packages which are required for the Angular. Since our node is 12 plus, so I'll use the 12 version, and this task I'll need that. So in this editor also I can add the task. To do that, what I'll click on show assistant. So these are the task lists, whichever you want to, you can add. I just want to add the one publish task, so I'll select that, publish build artifacts. And if you have the .NET application, you know this is the required place, but ours is the dist, the folder which I want to. I'll name it also as the same, and location I'll keep it the same. I don't need it, I'll remove. There's no option to remove from here, so I'll remove it later. But important thing is, whenever you have to add the task, your cursor should be at the proper location. So let me just keep it here and then click add, so that task is added. Since I don't need the publish location, it already knows this folder is the place where I want to publish it. So once this is done, I'll click on save and run, and yes. So the job is queued, and it will, once the agent is free, any agent is free, it will just start the build pipeline. Okay, the build is completed. Let's just go back and see the files. I'll click the published here, and this is the folder name which we have given, and it has selected the same project, and these are the files which it has created as a part of this build. Next we will create the storage account. To do that, I am in the Azure portal and I will select the storage account. If the option is not coming, you can just type in here and you can select storage accounts, and then you can click on add. You need to fill certain information. The first is the resource group. I'll select CI/CD, account name strg angular 23, and it says everything should be small. I'll keep the region same, performance also same, just redundancy I'll keep it as LRS, and I'll click review plus create and then click on create. Okay, the resource is created, and let me click on go to resource, and we need to enable the static website. You can find it out from the data management, and under the data management click on static website and just change it to enabled. Now you need to give the index document name. So for us it will be index.html, and arrow document path I'll keep it empty, and I'll click on save. So once you enter this information, a URL it will give, so that is the URL which we will be using to access the particular website which we are going to deploy in the storage account. And if you want to see, once we enable it, $web is when a folder is created as in the container. So let's just go. If I go to blob service, a container is created with the name $web. So this is a place where we will be deploying all the files from the Angular project. Next, we have to create a release. To do that, come back to Azure DevOps in the same project, click on releases under the pipelines, then click on new pipeline and click empty job here. Give the stage name as dev. Click on add. For the source, just select the project and everything should be default. Click on add. Click on one job, zero task. Now here we have to add the task. To add the task, click on this plus icon and you search for the blob, and it will give you these two. Select the Azure file copy. Click add here. Now you need to fill some information. So first is the source. Source is a place where we have added the files during the CI. Then select the subscription. You need to authorize. Once you authorize your account, you need to select the destination type. It should be Azure Blob. Next, you need to select the storage account. So we just created storage Angular 23, and then the container name. For the container name, just use the quotes and $web. And also one thing, change the task version to 2. Everything is good. So I'll click save here. Okay. And I'll click on create release. Click create. Now a release is created. Okay, so the release is completed. Let me just go back to the site, Azure portal, and right now it is empty. I'll click on refresh. Cool. To view, I just need to go back, go to static website. Okay, so this is the URL. I'll just paste it here, press enter. Cool. So this is how we can deploy the Angular into Azure storage with the help of Azure DevOps.